Ready? Go.
Neo Kamada for Japan on course now. Japanese racer here in today's men's slalom event. Did well to just get himself inside the top 30. Very calm and composed with the upper body. Skillful slalom turns here, but still off the pace by 0.63 of a second, losing over a second just in that opening section to John Kurba. Well, the Japanese racer Neo Kamada, 20 years of age, competed in the Gangwon Youth Olympic Games in 2024 with a 4th place finish in the slalom here on this second run. Second position for the moment, 1.48 back. The American John Kurba leads the way still. There he is in that leader's seat. Pierre-Antoine Damvin for France. Next to go already. That lead growing as Damvin has 0.78 of a second advantage in the start hut over our current leader, John Kurba of the USA. 20 years of age, Damvin from Valsigny. Has competed here in Narvik in the giant slalom race and also in the mixed team parallel for France. 0.12 of a second off the pace. It's the closest we've seen, but he's lost a whole lot of time in that opening section. Now he's trying to drive, trying to push, trying to find some more speed here on the closeout. Releases the turn just a little bit more, but I think for the French skier it's a little bit too little, too late as Pierre-Antoine Damvin goes in a second position, 0.62 back. Switzerland are next to challenge with Louis Stuckey.
Ready? Go.
For Louis, this is last year as a junior, 21 years of age. In giant slalom and slalom out of Zermatt. And of course now with that Swiss D squad. 0.82 of a second in the start hut. He's lost 0.7 of a second, but still holds the green light by 1/10 here as he pushes through those open turns, and then quick through that hairpin, and now this open corridor starts to pull across the hill. So all those right-footed turns pulling a little bit more than the blue gates in the left foot. Louis Stuckey for Switzerland drives for the line. Has he done it? No, he's not. 0.65 back into third position. Kurba at the bottom waits as he watches these racers ski through this course. His time still stands, and he leads the way here. 25th fastest after the first run. His advantage over Kurba, 0.92 of a second. It needs to be clean, it needs to be precise, but it also needs to be fluid and free to be able to carry speed from one section to the next. And the key there is the speed in and out of the combinations. 0.31 off the pace, already losing 1.2 seconds. Broken gate just stays out of his way. Crew will quickly move into place to fix that red gate ahead of the next racer. Again, absolutely spectacular event, and it's all thanks to the organizing committee and the course, the volunteers, the whole length of this course. Christopher Litch into 6th position, 1.96 back, the slowest so far here in the second run. Italy next to challenge, David Kaslunger.
Goditela, dai. Ready, go. Ale cast.
Over a second his advantage in the start hut. Kaslunger, young. One of the youngsters on the slalom squad, 18 years of age, out of Alta Badia. Now 19th in the giant slalom 2 days ago. 0.52, still with a healthy green light, but he's lost more than half of his advantage that he had in the start hut. John Kerba seemed to have found the rhythm and the timing tempo of this course so beautifully. Similar to what we saw in the first run. The first racer out of the start gates just skied their run, executed well. Kaslunger goes second. Oh, that's close. 600ths of a second. And John Kerba claps and is happy. A sigh of relief that he's still holding that top spot. But surely the lead will change here soon. As every racer now in the start gate has more of an advantage from the first run over Kerba. Switzerland with Aymeric Hanart in the start gates here on course. 18 years of age. From Chandelin. Oh, troubles, good recoveries, skillful skiing from Hanart. Four tenths. This is close. Here, can he keep this lead by the finish? That opening section, losing so much time to that of Kerba. Skiing it ever so slightly, each and every racer, and it will already be getting cut up just a little bit. Not really throwing off these early racers yet, but Aymeric Hanart for Switzerland into third position, 1900ths of a second, and Kerba holds off one more racer. He's moved up 7 places here already in the second run. Finlander in the gate with Jasper Pallisaari, a medalist here at these Junior World Ski Championships in the mixed team parallel. Finland taking silver, losing out to Sweden in the big final. That was Finland's first ever Junior World Championship medal. And then a few days later, well, their slalom skier picks up the first ever individual medal, Ada Kanto, into bronze in the women's slalom. Oh, and Pallisaari goes down in dramatic fashion. Sliding down the pitch, now gets to his feet, and that's an unfortunate DNF for the Finn. Straddles the double gate of the hairpin. First DNF here in this second run. Next racer to go in the start gate for Belgium, Jonas Boas.
Come on, Clara. Ready, go. Come on, you.
1.27 of a second is his advantage. He takes in from the first run over the leader at the bottom. John Kerba leads the way for the USA at the bottom. Oh, he's going to need to go a little bit quicker here in this opening section. It's nice skiing, it's calm, it's controlled, smooth on that turning ski, but just missing that little bit of extra, that higher tempo that we saw from Kerba, and he's lost a second in that opening section. Kaslunger for Italy, second place. Switzerland sit third. Belgium are on course now with Jonas Boas, 20 years of age, from the Snow Valley Racing Team, which is based at the Pier Indoor Training Center. Jonas Boas, Belgium, into 6th position, 0.78 back. And the lead stays the same. No change to the top 3. Norway fans are still there. Norway had a tough first run. 5 of the racers skiing out, with so many, all 6 of them starting in the top 30.
Come on. Ready, go.
Norwegian racer left on the list is Rasmus Bakkevig. But this is Sweden's Alexander Axschwartz on course now, 19 years of age. Of course, the younger brother of Fabian Axschwartz, and his older brother has a Junior Worlds medal, a silver in the Slalom event from 2022, and the World Junior Championships were over in Canada in the resort of Panorama. Oh, this is good skiing here. This is the intensity we've been looking for. He's absolutely charging here on this second run. He's on the limit. This is the fine line of the slalom skier. So still with a healthy green light there at the midway point. Skiing strong here on the closeouts. Alexander Axschwartz for Sweden. Has he done enough here on the lower part of the track? Crosses the finish line, and it is a new leader, 0.42 up for Sweden. Alexander Axschwartz has done it, and a change. John Kerba into second now. Two more Swedish racers still to challenge the top group. We're into the fastest 20 from the first run, 19th after first run. Here we have Jakob Franzlen for Italy. 12th in the giant slalom. He's from Meran, his hometown of Meran, in a little town called Montagna, in the Südtirol region of Italy. 20 years of age. He's lost that lead again. Now it changes. He only had 0.14 of a second over Alexander Axschwartz, and that lead is gone. Jakob Franzlen for Italy to the line on the second run, 8th position, 1.36 back. Coaches alongside of this race course giving the report back up to the start, updates on the conditions of the track, how the course is running. We go to the 18th fastest racer from the first run is the French skier Jules Michel Mazin, 21 years of age. This is last year as a junior, his first time qualifying to the Junior World Ski Championships. He had a strong first run to get himself into the fastest 20. 0.04 of a second still, just holding an advantage midway down this second run. Sweden lead the way. France on course. Oh, but Michel Mazin goes wide, gets thrown out of the rhythm. Takes him that little bit longer to get back into the course. And that mistake will be costly here. Jules Michel Mazin on the second run for France skis into 8th position, 1.25 back. Austria next in the gate with Moritz Sudrell. Sudrell on course here for Austria, 20 years of age, had his World Cup debut in 2024 at the Wengen Slalom at just 18 years of age. He was second, medaled at the 2024 Junior World Championships held in Haute-Savoie in France. Silver medalist on that day. He's lost his advantage. He's off the pace now by 1/10 of a second. Just too much up and down on the ski here. We saw Alexander Axschwartz just driving forward, all that speed between the turn happening by the upper body and the whole turn. So I think Sweden's lead here is safe from Moritz Zudrell of Austria skis into third position, 0.43 back. So Austria in bronze medal position for the moment. Still plenty of skiing to go here. The fastest of the first run are yet to come. Isaiah Sturm for Austria, 0.41 of a second, his advantage in the start hut, and he carries over Alexander Ax-Schwartz. Sweden leads the way. 19 years of age. Still has one more year as a junior. And nice, quick, dynamic turns there through that rhythmical section. That allows him to keep the green light, but he's lost most of it. Only a tenth of a second in front now. Woo! Losing control ever so slightly. Lots of energy coming out of the turn for Isaiah Sturm. Stay settled here on the closeout, but continue to drive and find some speed on the bottom if he wants to take the top spot. Will it be Austria or will Sweden lead? Austria go second, 0.03 of a second back. Oh, good challenge from Sturm of Austria. So nearly had it. Sweden still lead the way here as we move into the fastest 15 from the first run. Philip Elfman. 20 years of age, younger brother of Hanna Aronson Elfman. She's currently over in Åre in Sweden racing her slalom race on the World Cup Tour, the last stop before heading to the World Cup Finals. Oh, troubles for Philip Aronson Elfman. Losing time to his teammate Alexander Ax-Schwartz, who leads the way at the bottom. Oh, and more errors now for the young Swede. Aronson Elfman drives for the finish line. He's made it, but it's not enough to take the lead. He drops into 13th position. Frustration for Aronson Elfman on that second run. Just one too many errors. Mattias Christensen for Iceland on course now, 14th fastest from the first run. Slalom, the strongest discipline. He competed in the giant slalom, finished 33rd. Already here in these opening 6-8 gates, he's out of the rhythm of the course, not getting that rhythm. You can see he's fighting, putting a lot of the effort and pressure under the gate, and the 7/10 advantage he had in the start hut is gone. He trails now by 0.16 of a second midway down this second run slalom course. Christensen on course now for Iceland. Holds it together here through these final turns, through that last combination, driving for the line. Mattias Christensen for Iceland into 6th position, 0.61 back, ties with Hanart of Switzerland. John Kerba, first racer out on course on the second run, still sitting 3rd in the standings. Philip Jonsson next to go. Sweden lead the way with Alexander Ax-Schwartz. Sweden's Jonsson on course now, 20 years of age. Oh, and he's down. Oh, a shame.
Showtime. Let's go.
Out on the hip early in this second run, and that's a DNF disappointment for Philip Jonsson for Sweden. Here's the air, trying to get the ski to climb back up the hill to make that red gate, but he can't.
Allez. Let's go.
The American
Come
Jevon
on.
Palmquist in the start gate.
Come on, Jevon.
How
Allez, man.
fast
Full
he stopped
gas.
the first run.
Allez, bop, 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 bop.
Almost a second. His advantage over Alexander Axschwartz. Sweden lead the way here. American out on course now, clean through that delay gate. A couple of open turns, then quick through that combination, and then finds the rhythm here through this open section, prepares for this next combination. Quick through there, one open gate, another combination. He's lost time, but he still leads by 0.51 of a second here. Needs to keep this tempo high here on the closeout. Nice timing on that turning ski, allowing him to release smooth, stays nice and balanced into the turn and out. Looks calm and settled here, but is it fast enough from Palmquist? Fast enough to take the lead over from Sweden. Drives for the line, Jevon Palmquist. Top spot, new leader. Oh, 1400ths of a second up. And that drops the Swede into second position. USA sitting 1 and 4. The 11 fastest racers to come. 2 Americans still to come. And out of this fastest group, Adam Novacek is next to go.
Ready? Go.
Slovakia out on course now. Novacek, 20 years of age. His last year to compete at the Junior Worlds. Already getting thrown out of the rhythm, having to draw on those recovery skills. It's not a matter of if you'll need to recover in a slalom course, it's when. And as you can see here, when is happening to the Slovakian racer Novacek. Already with 2 impressive recoveries, but those will be costly. Always getting thrown out of the rhythm. A couple of tenths taken off of the speed every time he needs to recover and get back into the rhythm of the course. Adam Novacek for Slovakia through these final turns. 11th fastest after the first run. Skis into 14th position, 1.54 back. John Kurboff for the USA has moved up 16 places on this second run. And an impressive ski.
Ready?
Has the fastest time so far on this second run. Great Britain next to challenge with Zach Carrick-Smith. His twin brother Freddie sits second. And his older brother, Luca Carrick-Smith, is leading the way after the first run. This is better already from Zach Carrick-Smith compared to the first run. Still just getting thrown up a little bit light, and the skis flying off the snow between the turns. Want the skis to stay grounded, stay in contact with the snow. His first World Cup start, his World Cup debut just a few weeks ago in Kranjska Gora in Slovenia. Grew up skiing on the slopes in Tignes in France. His mom and dad coached the Carrick-Smith boys. Emma Carrick-Anderson and Phil Smith, both standing on the side of the slopes here today in Narvik. And Carrick-Smith skis into 15th position, dropping down the finish list here on this second run.
That means getting from
Phil
top
Smith.
10 at the Slalom event at the FIS Junior World Ski Championship in Narvik 2026 edition.
Fabio Vitale for France.
Go.
9th fastest after the first run. A member of the French senior team competing week in and week out on the World Cup Giant Slalom Tour. He'll be heading to the World Cup finals. And, well, Flavio gets a little bit late and low through that delay gate. Now gets into the rhythm here on the upper part of the track. The advantage, 0.37 of a second in the start had. He still holds 1900ths of a second here. His best finish in the World Cup Tour. Oh, and Flavio is out to on run 2 here. Just about to say his best finish in the World Cup Tour is a 10th place finish in the Giant Slalom in Solden at the beginning of this winter season. And there's the straddle as he enters that hairpin combination.
Ready? Go.
Giuliano Fuchs for Switzerland on course now. Giuliano fourth in the giant slalom discipline 2 days ago, and that fourth place was because of an incredibly fast second run, moving himself way up the results sheet and the standings on that second run. Ooh, this is quick, this is high intensity here from Fuchs. Has barely lost a thing, not even a tenth of a second, still holding 0.48 of a second of an advantage midway on this second run. Jevin Palmqvist leads the way for Team USA. Sweden in second with Alexander Axschwartz, an Austrian third with Rizia Sturm. Giuliano Fuchs for Switzerland, driving for the line here. Quick feet through that last combination. Fuchs take the lead for Switzerland. Oh, by 0.59 of a second. I must say that's a bit of a statement from Fuchs. Not too dissimilar to his second run on the giant slalom. Florian Neumayer for Austria in the start gate. Seventh fastest after the first run. This starts to become where the medals will be decided.
Come on, man.
Let's go, Stanley.
Time to fire up. Got
Go
that.
onto the inside ski, just gets the feet around the hairpin.
Full attack, zero respect.
And he is not holding anything back here, but it's a little bit too aggressive
Come on, full
for the Austrian. Not as light and free, not finding that blend of aggression, power, and punch in the turn, but release and flow, rhythm. It's just power and punch here for Neumayer.
In and out, dynamic. Allez.
Well, Florian Neumayer for Austria drives for the finish line, breaks his pole in those last turns. He's into 16th position. Just snaps the pole on that second to last gate. Just 19 years of age. Neumayer will be back next year.
Come on, it's
Junior
your time.
Worlds
Take it.
challenging
Go
for the
it.
medals. Stanley Butzek for the USA
Aye,
next to go. USA are sitting second and fifth at the moment. And this is Stanley Butzek on course now, 20 years of age. At a Team Summit, Colorado. Has 2 medals from last year's Junior Worlds, but those were both 2 team medals. 2 bronze medals, the mixed team parallel and the men's team combined. But searching here for his first ever individual Junior World medal. He needs to take the lead first and then wait and watch and see what the other racers do. The 5 fastest are left to go at the start. This is Stanley Butzek for the USA on course now. Giuliano Fuchs for Switzerland leads the way. Stanley Butzek drives for the line. Butzek into 3rd position. Bumps Alexander Axschwartz down into 4th.
Come on, Rasmus.
Norway in the gate with Rasmus Bakovic. Already a gold medalist here at these Junior Worlds. And Norway went 1 and 2 in the men's giant slalom 2 days ago. He's from Oslo, 21 years of age. This is last year racing as a junior. Has 6 World Cup starts to his name. 1 top 30 finish on the World Cup Giant Slalom Tour. That was the end of last season, about a year ago. in Hafjell, where he finished 17th. So giant slalom, definitely the stronger of the two disciplines for Bakkeveg. Doing his best here on this second run as this course gets a little bit cut up, rougher conditions here for the later starters in the 30. Oh, and Bakkeveg for Norway skis out. And a DNF here in the second run. Too many DNFs for Norway here today in the men's slalom. Giuliano Fuchs for Switzerland gets one place closer to potentially claiming a medal here in the men's slalom. Fourth fastest after the first run. 0.29 of a second disadvantage in the start hut over our leading skier, Switzerland's Giuliano Fuchs. Fisting settles into this opening section.
Come on, it's your time. It's your
Finds the rhythm here through these open turns. Now starts to repair. This is a quick section. One hairpin, one open gate into another one. Off the pace now by 16/100ths of a second.
Okay, fight for what you want. All the way
Gustav
down.
Wisting, 21 years of age, from club of Lycksele, which is just inland from Umea, and he's a medalist from Tarvisio in the slalom, silver medalist there a year ago. Here in Narvik, on the closeout of this men's slalom second run, Gustav Wisting for Sweden drives for the line, skis into 11th position, drops down the finishing list. And it's not to be today for Sweden's Wisting. One American left to go and two British racers. Fastest three from the first run, Max Hodder is on course. Jevin Palmqvist sits second for the moment. Right away we see that calm, strong style from Hodder as we saw from the first run. Getting good purchase of that outside ski. That nice, strong and long leg allows him to move quick in and out of the arc. Max Hodder, 0.63. He's only lost 0.2 in that opening section. He found the podium on the NorAm Tour for the first time this season. He's coming into these junior worlds with good form. In the slalom. Oh, just a slight mistake there from Hodder. The American now approaches this final combination, drives for the line. Will it be USA on top? Max Hodder crosses the line, goes second. 0.45 back. Oh, and that confirms a podium for Giuliano Fuchs, the Swiss skier. Hodder could pick up a medal here. It all comes down to the final two, the fastest two from the first run. Two brothers.
Now, next is Harry Smith.
We're on the edge of our seats here. This could be a historical moment for Great Britain. I don't know how mum and dad can probably stand on the side of the course. But if you're going to be anywhere, best place to be side of the course watching this live as Freddie Carrick-Smith pushes out of the start gate. Carrick-Smith, 19 years of age, had his first World Cup start this season and sold in the giant slalom in October. At the outset of this winter season, 4 World Cup starts to his name. 0.65 of a second is his advantage still. Midway down this course. Now it starts to drop a little bit steeper. Quick through the hairpin. Lifts the rhythm and tempo here. Needs to keep driving for speed. Quick feed through the flush for Freddie Carrick-Smith. Now in the closeout, Great Britain looking for a medal. Could it be 2? But first here, Freddie Carrick-Smith drops into second. 0.33 off, but that does confirm that he will get his first ever Junior World Ski Championship medal. And the third medal for Great Britain. What a courageous ski from the young Freddie Carrick-Smith. There's his twin brother Zach coming out to congratulate him, and the two of them stand to watch their older brother ski this second run. Luca Carrick-Smith, fastest racer from the first run, first racer out on course earlier today. His advantage over Giuliano Fuchs, 2.35 of a second. But as we've seen, that lead can easily disappear on this run. He needs to just execute the plan, focus on the course, the gates in front of him. So far, so good here for Luca Carrick-Smith, 21 years of age, made his World Cup debut this season again in the slalom, November in Levy. 2.07 is his advantage. I'm almost not finding the words here to call Luca Carrick. Oh, Smith, he goes out! Oh! Oh, a shame for Carrick-Smith. Luca, his two brothers watching from below. He put it all on the line. A courageous ski. Let's have a look here. Straddles the gate, had found the rhythm, had found the tempo, but just cuts the line a little bit too much. That inside ski getting pulled inside the gate. A shake of the head from Luca Carrick-Smith. Freddie Carrick-Smith takes silver in the slalom here today. Oh, that's heartbreaking for Luca Carrick-Smith. That confirms a gold for Switzerland from Giuliano Fuchs. He just missed out on the medals in the giant slalom. A very impressive second run from Giuliano Fuchs to take the win here in the men's slalom. Freddie Carrick-Smith second, and Max Hoder, USA, take a bronze medal, with Jevin Palmquist just off the podium in fourth, and the American Stanley Butzik in fifth. Three Americans in the top five. Here's a look at the standings after the fastest 30. The rest of the racers left to go won't change the places. Giuliano Fuchs for Switzerland moving up 7 places to take gold. Zach Carrick-Smith finishing in 20th. Luca Carrick-Smith leading after the first run. DNFs in the second run. A heartbreaking moment for Great Britain, but they still come away with the medal, the third ever British medal at the Junior Worlds. Two of them have come from the Carrick-Smith brothers. Luca last year in Tarvisio, Freddie Carrick-Smith here today in Narvik. Just take a brief hold before we move through the rest of the start list. Next racer in the start is Bjarni Thor Hauksson from Iceland. We'll just present the top three here in the finish.
In third place,
Max Hoder for Team USA. Oh, finds the podium for the first time of his career on the NORAM circuit and hits bronze here at the Junior World Ski Championships of 2026. Freddie Carrick-Smith. There was a potential of two brothers picking up medals, but it's not to be today. Freddie Carrick-Smith takes silver, and Switzerland take gold on this final day of competition here at the Narvik Junior World Ski Championships. Switzerland gold, Great Britain silver, and USA with the bronze. That makes it the first individual gold medal for Switzerland at these Junior Worlds. France there have taken 4 gold medals, 2 individuals and 2 team medals. Impressive opening 2 days from the French team. have some brief interviews here from our top 3 finishers before we then get back into the rest of this second run. 70 starters on this second run. Bib racer number 31 is up top in the start gate, but let's hear from today's slalom winner.
Oh, I don't know.
It turned off. Okay, sorry about that. Congratulations as a junior world champion. How does it feel to win a medal here today?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's incredible. Yeah, I can't describe.
Yeah, how was the courses in the race today?
Yeah, it was a really tough one, but yeah, I tried my best and yeah, it was enough.
Are you looking forward to ski at the World Championship? Or so, sorry.
I don't know. We will see. I will speak with my trainer and then, yeah.
Okay. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Juliano Fuchs picking up his second medal at
Freddie,
these
congratulations.
championships, but his first individual. Let's hear from Freddie Carrick-Smith, your silver medalist.
How does it feel to win a medal here?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Well, this is my third World Juniors, and it's nice to get on the podium. And no, so good.
What's next after this championship?
Head back to Austria and train some more. And I've got the Europe Cup finals in GS, so that's in Schladming. And then, yeah.
You're here competing with your 2 brothers. Tell us what it means to be here together.
But yeah, it's amazing just to be in the same race as them. And it was also on the first one because my older brother was in the lead, but it just doesn't feel right for him not to be on this podium with me.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, super words from Freddie Carrick-Smith. Bittersweet moment, him getting the silver, but his brother missing out on being on the podium. I really had thought as well that it could be the 2 of them on the podium.
Which mindset did you clinch today's medal?
I just wanted to ski well. I was pretty nervous in the start after first run, but my coach did a really good job of keeping me in the right headspace and yeah, just focusing on the skiing, not the result, and yeah, that's about it.
Do you have a special ritual before the start to keep calm?
Ritual? No, I'm not a very superstitious person. No real ritual, just ski.
What is next after this championship?
I'll be going back to the U.S. for NORAM finals and then U.S. nationals. So that's the rest of the season for me. Yeah.
Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, a huge congratulations to the American Max Hodder and also to Freddie Carrick-Smith, silver medalist, and to the Swiss skier Juliano Fuchs. We get back underway here with the rest of this second run on course now. For Iceland is Bjarni Thor Hauksson.
Ready? Go!
These racers now looking to get a spot inside the top 30. That's what's within reach for these racers now. Apologies, this is Paul Balas on course now. We've missed a few due to the interviews and the delay there. So we go to 53. Just a brief update from those racers. Jake Curtis Knight for Canada pushed out of the start gate. He's in 28th position. Alex Aubert Serracanta for Spain in 29th position. 2 bronze medal finishers at these Junior Worlds. That's Ubero, Spanish racer, Ubero Checo. Across the finish line, picks up the result here, finishing in 30th position. It really has been an incredible Junior Worlds here in Narvik, with some his history being made and some medals being picked up from some smaller nations. Liam Liljenborg for Sweden across the finish line into 32nd position. On course now is Ural Rekard. 55 in the first run is what he started with. And Rekard of Finland, he's into 34th position. On course now, Arthur Hood of France. From Val Thorens. Drives for the finish line. Skis into 30th position. Out on course now, Krove Lucek for Croatia, younger brother of Zrinka Lucek.
Ready, go.
Lucek over racing in Ore in Sweden, not too far, well, not close, but not far. And Lucek skis into 36th position here in this men's slalom, these Narvik Junior Worlds. On course
Go.
for Poland is Stanislaw Zarlinski. Oh, and he is skied out midway down the pitch. That'll be a DNF for the Polish skier, Zarzinski. And we go back to the top, Nick Zondag for the Netherlands, on course now. Zondag, 43rd after the first run.
Ready, go.
Zondag to the finish line, Netherlands. Finish in the 36th position. Good battle from bib 85 on the first run. And to complete both runs here, racer number 80, George Brown for Ireland, on course. Oh, just skip ahead. George Brown is a DNF. We go to the Andorran racer. This is Alvar Calvo Santos.
Kom så, Alexander. Ha den här.
Calvo Santos didn't finish the giant slalom here today in the men's slalom. Final day of competition here at Narvik is 38th position. Completes both runs and into the top 40. Oliver Tobacco on course now for Slovakia. Nice and smooth, quick feet through the flush.
Hold on and keep moving. Come on. Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on.
Crosses the finish line. Tobacco for Slovakia in 39th position. Racer number 84, 47th fastest from the first run. On course now is Alexander Boniolo Lund of Denmark. Just seems to have gotten a bit darker now. Cloud has come over, and that'll make it a little more challenging for these later starters to see the rut. They'll have to feel it rather than see it. Just trust the skis underfoot. And Lund for Denmark crosses the finish line, skis into the top 40. Harrison Adkins on course now for Great Britain. Great Britain here today, picking up their third ever Junior World Ski Championship medal, with Freddie Carrick-Smith taking silver. It was his brother Luca Carrick-Smith who won a medal last year, bronze in the men's slalom. The only other British racer to ever have won the first medal that was won by a British racer at the Junior World Ski Championships was back in 1984 with Graham Bell in the downhill. It's a silver medal. Toby Jackson on course now for New Zealand. Team Hutt crosses the finish line in the 40th position for Toby Jackson.
Ready?
Hemi Mielke next to go for New Zealand, 50th after the first run. Of the Wanaka Snow Sports Club. Hemi Mielke for New Zealand. Drives for the finish line into 43rd position. Lawrence Kalf next to go for the Netherlands. And actually we go to Dimitro Shepiuk now. Lawrence Kalf will be a DNF.
67.
It looks as though Shepiuk 2 is a DNF. We now have Felix Sachs of Australia in the start gate. Yeah, Felix Sachs now down on course. Racer 79. 46th in the giant slalom 2 days ago.
Come on, like this, though. Ready?
Oh, it's a real battle now, just as it was in the first run for these later starters. Skillful skiing from all of these athletes here in today's slalom race. Oh, and he just gets caught out there by the rut, and that's a DNF for Felix Sachs on course now. We've missed Thomas Diambrogio. It's a DNF. Christos Boas for Belgium.
Ready? Go.
Boas out of the Snow Valley Racing Team. It's a team that trains out of the Pier, an indoor training center in Pier. It's the indoor ski dome. Many teams, national teams, ski clubs, academies use that. It's a very booked out ski dome in the off season. And Boas is finished for Belgium with the 44th position. Alexander Korobov for Kyrgyzstan on course now. '53rd in the giant slalom. And he is up for the challenge here on this slalom run. 2 runs put together for Alexander Korobov of Kyrgyzstan, and he's 45th on the results sheet. Rapolas Lapinas of Lithuania on course now. Lapinas getting a little bit caught out of the rhythm, and good recoveries here. Lapinas for Lithuania across the finish line and on the results sheet, 45th position. Sylvain Huysmans on course now.
Ready? Go.
Of the Netherlands. For that final combination, driving for the line now, Sylvain into 46th position and getting good cheers from the finish. 97th starter for the first run, 59th after the first run. Oh, and he is out. He's out, racer number 97, Arno Alexa Arnason of Iceland. Now on course, Josef Struplik of Slovakia. And he has skied out on this second run course. '61st on the first run, Noel Major of Hungary on course now. Into our final 10 racers of this second run, which will conclude this men's slalom race in the final event here at the Narvik Junior World Ski Championships. A really special 8 days of racing. Just unfortunate right at the outset, losing the downhill events due to adverse snow conditions and weather. The organization committee working very hard to ensure that all the other events go ahead on schedule. And Noel Majar into the finish for Hungary in 48th position. Luka Kobrai for Lithuania on course now. The Snow Bees Club.
Ready? Go.
Across the finish line for Kobrai into 49th position for Lithuania. Just a great quick snapshot there at all those yellow vests, all the volunteers quickly moving into the course between racers to clean up the track and fix the gates. This is Totsalat Nukyam of Thailand on course now. 63rd after the first one. And to the finish line for Thailand, Nukyam is 50th. On course, Dmytro Hashbar for the Ukraine.
Go.
And Dmytro Hashbar across the finish line for the Ukraine into 51st position. It's Theo Montaigne of Madagascar on course now.
Go.
And across the finish line, excellent ski, excellent 2 runs into 52nd position. Diogo Vasconcelos on course now for Portugal.
Ready? Go.
Luxembourg are next to go with Robert Turpel on course already. Diogo Vasconcelos for Portugal across the finish line into 53rd position. Here we have Luxembourg with Robert Turpel.
Come on, Ben, you got it. Ready? Go. Got it. Come on!
And Robert Turpel for Luxembourg across the finish line completes his 2-run race into 54th position. Just the last couple of racers here.
Ready? Go.
It's Benjamin Lewis Goldsmith on course now. This is Yusheng Tsai of Taipei crosses the finish line into 55th position. Now we have Benjamin Lewis Goldsmith of Israel. Pick him up lower down. Last racer up at the start is Sean Xiaoqi Chuang and Benjamin Lewis Goldsmith. Making his way through that final combination. A couple of turns left to go. Crosses the finish line into 56th position. Last racer of this men's slalom on course now with Sean Xiaoqi Chuang of Taipei.
Så bra. Tack för nu. Hej då.
And Sean Choi Chang across the finish line in 57th position concludes this men's slalom here in Narvik and this final day of racing at the 45th edition of the Junior World Ski Championships. 9 medals, 9 medal events over the course of the last 8 days here in the men's slalom. Switzerland take their first individual medal of these Junior World Ski Championships with Giuliano Fuchs, followed by Great Britain's Freddie Carrick-Smith and Max Potter for the USA picking up the bronze. 4 Americans in the top 10 on the overall sheet. And a really exciting slalom race here. Heartbreaking for Luca Carrick-Smith, who led the first run by 1.52 of a second, but the challenge of going 30th, it's a 2-run race, and well, we saw that at the Olympic Winter Games when Atley McGrath skied out in the second run. Heartbreaking moment there as well, so these are all learning moments, but it'll take some time for the sting of that one to wear off for Luca Carrick-Smith, but great to see Freddie Carrick-Smith on the podium with a silver, picking up Great Britain's 3rd ever Junior World Ski Championship medal. Well, over the course of these events, the events here in Narvik, we thank you for joining us here. Until next time, congrats to all of these junior competitors.